If you see the moon tonight, it's possibly blue because Bollywood has come out with a content driven thriller. Crazy. No, that's the name of the movie. Short, sharp, and pulse pounding. The Soham Shah starrer is a must watch, and it left me wondering if empathy is more important or intelligence. Soham Shah is a name firmly associated with productions that are not simply made with astute technical skills, but they even have thematic depth that you can like scuba dive into. This movie has the same traits, and it makes your investment into the story even more intense by cutting out all distractions. Crazy is about a man you will not like. He is a doctor, but for a person whose job is to save lives, he couldn't care less about another person. Even his own daughter, who gets kidnapped, and now it's on him to get her back. Vedika school mein nahi hai abhi. Vedika has been kidnapped. He goes by the name Abhimanyu, very appropriate because he keeps getting deeper into a maze that will make him question his relationships, his professional integrity. Good for him that he is sharp because his intelligence helps him navigate impossible situations and put two and two together to make last minute decisions that will keep you at the edge of your seat. The makers of the movie have left no stones unturned to make sure that they have your attention on chokehold. The very start of the movie entices you with what would attract anyone's attention: a bag stashed with banknotes. You are led to wonder, what is this money for? Is he paying someone off? Is he buying something illegal? The camera follows the bag as he carries it to the diggy of his Range Rover. Now you think, why is this product placement so in your face? But no, this is not product placement. This is the very set of the movie. Distracted by the flowing curtains in Sanjay Leela Bhansali films? Worry not. Crazy solves this problem by not having a set at all. 90% of the movie takes place inside the car. क्या ही distract करेगा आपको? Next, as if the kidnapping was not tense enough, the story puts a timer on it. So now the protagonist has to go save a child's life and he has to beat the clock to it. Soham Shah is the only actor on screen. The only other person who makes a physical appearance is the girl who plays his daughter, but she's there only for some minutes that run into the end credits. It is his story, and how he reacts to what is happening to him or what is happening around him is all that matters. Which brings me to Soham's performance, which had no option but to be rock solid to make this style of storytelling work. The runtime of the movie is a crisp 93 minutes. Can you imagine? So good. The narration is such that you don't get tired of looking at the same person. And even though the window is really short, as I said, 93 minutes, Abhimanyu manages to cover a range of emotions: confusion, helplessness, stress, anxiety, anger, despair. Oof. Luckily, we're looking at an actor who can express all these emotions in a way that the audience palpably understands the change in vibe. However, the movie did not want to cut off side actors completely. What a great way to make them a part of the storytelling just via their voice. जब तक मेरे साथ है सेफ है, तुम अपने काम से मतलब रखो ना। कौन सी बेटी जिसे अपने दोस्तों के सामने ले जाने में भी तुम्हें शर्म आती है? And if there's anything to learn from the recent movies that have been released, it is that dialogue delivery can make or break a performance. With no slow-mo entries and beautiful costumes to hide behind, guess what the actors are forced to do? The hard work of saying the lines convincingly. This also means that you, as the audience, have to constantly keep your ears open and follow what is happening. Another thing that keeps you hooked is that there is no shortage of crisis in the movie. And if you think you're kinda getting used to one crisis, there is a point where Abhimanyu handles three really big problems at the same time. First, he's changing a tire in the middle of nowhere. Second, he is supervising a very critical surgery on a video call. And third, he's helping the kidnapper out because his daughter is suffering from a seizure and the kidnapper does not know how to deal with that. I feel like dropping an expletive here because I was stressed out. Finally, what holds one's attention throughout the runtime is that you can look at the details and tie it back to something that was said in the narrative earlier, some insinuation, and draw your own conclusion. For example, toward the beginning of the movie, we are told that a patient had died under Abhimanyu's care and he is being sued for negligence. But later, we see him overseeing a very critical surgery while changing a car tire, and juggling incoming calls. So it becomes obvious that there was more behind losing the patient because Abhimanyu is clearly excellent at his job. I would have said Crazy is a 10 on 10, but the ending didn't work for me. The tension in the movie rises steadily and makes you think about all the possibility of who the mastermind could be behind the kidnapping. Was the kidnapping genuine at all, or was it a ruse just to get back at him because God knows the man had haters and for good reason? You even wonder if the ransom call was an April Fool's Day prank. And you know bloody well if it turned out to be that at the end of the movie, it would really piss people off. The denouement or the final villain reveal does not really fall flat compared to the build up, but it definitely did not get the intended reaction out of me. No spoilers, but if I were in Abhimanyu's shoes, my shoes would go flying at someone. From the very first scene, the camera work in Crazy is the stuff you see on YouTube that teaches people cinematography. It's a thriller, and you bet there are continuous shots and zoom outs and close ups. There's a trick that is used in reels these days where a video plays out that has got nothing to do with the context of the video, so that you are sort of hypnotized and you hear the entire audio anyway. A similar thing happened to me in the tire change sequence where I watched with full focus as he was changing the tire and the nuts and the bolts while giving very specific technical instructions on how to cut open a person's abdomen, tweak around their intestines without ever zoning out even once. I don't even know how to drive, let alone change a tire, and I don't think I'm going to appear in any medical school Viva test. So great job by Sunil Borkar and Kuldeep Mamania. Definitely one of the best movies from Bollywood so far this year that proves that a bombastic budget and a star cast cannot do what a content rich original can. It was so disappointing that the theater I went to had a giant poster of Mere Husband Ki Biwi. Like, you want to bring in the people or not? Anyway, the writers and thankfully the director of Crazy, Girish Kohli, they had blinders on to stay laser focused on the storytelling, and the sole actor of the movie has carried this responsibility to perfection. The movie also brings focus to the very real problem of bad parenting, especially in cases of children who have special needs. So it does more than just entertain. See, if you like to use your brains and you appreciate filmmakers who don't go straight for your wallet with easy money making schemes and instead give you a good story and cinema experience, go and watch Crazy while it is still in the theaters. Don't wait around for its OTT release like you did for Tumbad.